guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Tuesday, March 1st. And today, we do have that same yacht all day, but the interesting thing is it switches from being in Mercury into Venus, but they're still both conjunct. So it's not like it's a full-on switch, but because they're still all going to be conjunct, but they're working together. So what I think happened is when the Sun was conjunct with Neptune in Pisces, we had something go on that made us think. And it had something to do with relationships and unions and partnerships and, creative aspirations and the direction we're going in those ways, and the radical moves we've got to make, or the radical changes that we've got to make in relationships to sustain them or to create a hopeful outcome. Now the energy switches from our mind into this relationship where we're pouring our energy into the relationship, the pleasure sector of our brain, and we're not so much in our mind as we're aligning our mind with our conversations and our hope and our dreams for particular unions. This doesn't have to mean that for some of you that are single, it doesn't have to mean that it's like those relationships where it has to do with just romantic intentions. This has a lot to do with expansion and possibility and future-based relationships. So for many of you, there's a lot of healing going on, but there's some suffering that you're going to have to acknowledge in these relationships as you align yourself with, how do you sabotage? Where do you lose yourself in energy? You're facing all of that. So this is a lot of internal work going on, especially behind the scenes in your mind. You may not be showing people what you're going through, but you're going through processing something in this energy. So for some of you, there's a sense that you need to complete something, change a mindset, or follow your intuition, take a risk, and follow your heart in this energy. That it may be difficult for some of you to know where your heart lies because of this quincunx that we have in this yacht where it's something different. It's breaking free. We had a routine. We had a mindset that was ritualistic, and we're challenging that, and we're breaking free from that. And there's a sense of accountability when we do that. So Saturn squaring off with Piscean energy with Neptune in this energy, it has a lot to do with accountability, restriction, limitation. If you are not looking at your situation realistically, there's a halt. There's this big stop sign you hit and this energy, and it asks you to reassess and realign yourself with what you desire, with what you hope for, with your future outcomes. It is about being a radicalist in this energy. It's about having the voice to stand up and confront these relationship issues, confront these issues where you don't see eye to eye, and have the voice that you never had before for some of you that are going through this negative type of vibration. So for some of you, you may be compelled to solve the yod energetically that's guiding you. For some of you, you may become consumed. What goes on in your head is, what does this yod mean to me? And you're going to be divinely guided to do that. For some of you, your desires are stirring up all kinds of radical thoughts, and it's increasing hope, but there is a sense of you're willing to follow through on what you say, on the relationships that you're pursuing, on the actions you're taking. This is no messing around energy. You're a Pisces in this energy, but a Pisces and Aquarian energy. So you're going to be unpredictable because Piscean energy is unpredictable anyway. You mix in a little bit of Aquarian energy into it, and there's no predicting what can come out of somebody's mouth in this energy. For you, your energy is scattered, and your focus and your purpose may be leaving many people with this sense of just insecurity and and anxiety. And there's a sense for many of us that are intuitively aligned with people and energy, that there's a sense of like the energy's being battered. It's just like you're stirring batter in a bowl, and that's what the energy always feels like in your stomach. I know it has for me these last few days, especially when I was actually aligning myself with these. I write these energies down, and I spend a lot of time each day with these energies as I write them down and as they go into my mind, and I interpret them, and then I put them onto a piece of paper, which has been very helpful for me. I couldn't help but feel like the batter was being stirred for some reason, and I couldn't. The energy was just, it was like my head was just foggy and confused. So that makes it a little bit harder to solve this yod. It's why the yod sticks around for a couple weeks. It's because we've got a lot of planetary influences that don't really allow us to hone in this energy all that well. So, you have to connect yourself with grounding energy, but for many of you, it feels energetically impossible today. So what do you do to raise your energy in a day like today? You embrace the belief that your spiritual guides are stirring all of this energy up for a reason. I have to tell you, here's what I do. When reality comes my way, and it is not ideal, I have the faith in my soul that it is meant to be, and that I'm being guided, and that there is something that I'm supposed to learn, derive, understand about myself through this energy. So if some of you get stirred up, if some of your situations become unpredictable, if this yod you can't decipher it near to the degree that you would be hopeful by now, then just know that you have some time to process this and submit to the energy, and just give it to your guides, your spiritual guides, and just know that the universe is guiding you, and that you are being cradled by energy, and that there's such a peace in that for me personally. That works for me. Whatever works for you, but I find such great peace in the fact that, there's some divine intervention in this energy. So don't let fear of the unknown steal your personal power. Okay, don't let it steal your mind. Don't let it make you want to then escape and pull into a poor coping method. And for some of you, you get lost in, well, I need an immediate feel-good fix because I feel terrible. I feel spun up. I don't freaking know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm going through this. Energy is being stirred. I don't even know what I'm feeling. And there's going to be an immediate need to make it all go away. You're really highly influenced right now by all of this Piscean energy. So be mindful of the fact that escaping is at an all-time high, which is the top of your quincunx as well. How do you cope when you're in crisis mode, when the energy doesn't feel good, when change is inevitable? Like, how do you cope? That's very important for you to understand in this energy. Anyhow, guys, I understand that when we have the Saturn and the moon conjunct after 4 a.m., pretty much all day, that if you need to just let it out in a very constructive way, go on a big long walk, go on a little adventure of your own. I would definitely, what I like to do is just go on my walks and talk to, I'm very God-based. So I like to go pray. I like to just give it to God. I tell him it's his. Whatever works for you. And just release yourself to the energy and just go along your day and try to find really healthy methods to kind of just get you through the moment. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.